guys, Devin with ReefDudes, and today I want to give you guys a bit of an update on the Focustronic Focus1 lights on Brad's tank. So as you can see above, we actually did end up installing a fourth light. Because we had one, we figured why not get a little more coverage. Now when we did swap from T5s to LEDs, there was a bit of a period for the time for the corals to adapt, which is kind of expected. It did spin on the tank now for about 4 weeks. The first week or two, we actually did have the lights too high. We didn't use a par meter when we first installed it, so it was a bit of a guess. And he did lose a bird's nest and a porcellipora. So it wasn't, super fancy corals, but there was those two. About 2 weeks in, we went back with the par meter and we adjusted it to the kind of 250 to 350 range. So it's kind of the nice, happy kind of SPS target zone. And since then, the tank's really starting to look a lot better. Now, as you can see on some of it, some of the corals are starting to show some white growth tips. Overall, there's starting to be some really nice coloration. Some of the colors are changing, as if you take something from T5 to LED, the corals will adapt. The old growth on some of the blue stags and stuff's a bit darker, where the new growth was a little more lighter and vibrant. That's something I noticed in my tank as well when I swapped corals from someone else's T5 tank to my LED tank. Now, one other thing Brad mentioned that he noticed is since he's changed, he has to clean the glass less. When he had T5s on the tank, he said he cleaned it every 3rd day. Now he cleans about every week. So that's another kind of benefit we're noticing. So far, it's really just been adapting for the corals. They're getting used to the new lights. So I really think over the next month is when we'll really start to see what the lights can do. Right there you can kind of see the nice blue tips, or the lighter tips, which are a great sign of growth. One in the back, not too much, but hopefully for next month we'll start to see a bigger change. Got some fairly good pull-up extension on some of the corals. It's a good sign. Shows they're nice and happy. Now you may notice the tank does look a little bit different. Unfortunately, one of the new fish brought ick into the tank, so we had to redo a bit of the rock work and take the fish out. So it's a little bit of a different scape. It'll probably stay like this, so the next video it should be fairly comparable for an update. So thankfully the corals, everything else is happy, and the rest of the fish that we caught were medicated and they're doing much better. Now as for this video is all about the corals and the lights. So as you can tell, so far everything's looking pretty happy. There isn't a ton of growth yet, but just because the corals are kind of just starting to adapt to the new lighting and the new spectrums, I'm really hoping we're going to see more growth in all the corals in about a month from now once everything's super happy. But overall the tank is looking great. With the 4 lights above, you're getting some really nice spread. As you can see on the plate corals, there's actually a really nice shimmer on the bottom. And yeah, overall he's digging the lights. So far everything's happy. And that's about all we got for today, guys. But I will come back in about a month from now and we'll do another update and we'll see how the lights have affected the tank. If you guys want to follow along, make sure you guys hit that likes button and make sure you guys subscribe to keep up to date for future updates on the Focustronic lights.